Yo, 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 it's Miles here of Master Coach. Welcome to a brand new episode of Coaching for Coaches. I'm very excited. I'm in my little studio with my beautiful Amazon wallpaper. If you didn't know, many people often say, you know, is that real? Is that a green screen? No, it's smokes and mirrors. It's wallpaper from Amazon. There have been times where I've been in the studio and this effect has fallen down. Very, very funny. Very, very funny. Anyway, welcome to another episode of Coaching for Coaches. If you've been here before, let me know. I'd love to know. If you're watching this while I'm recording this live, we are live, then just give me a yo in the comments. Would love to know that you're there. If there are things that resonate you while I'm doing the video, I'd love you to put in the comments the thing that resonates with you. I've always found that, you may have heard this cliched saying before, which is knowledge is power. Frankly, I don't think that's true, and you might have heard other people say that as well. I'm a big believer that knowledge is only power if it's applied, right? Knowledge is only power if it's applied. And my mum, bless my mum, talking about it like she's died. She hasn't died. Hi, Mum, if you're watching. My mum always used to say, everybody knows what to do to get in shape, right? Everybody knows what to do. Nowadays you can go on Google and you can find out what you need to do. Eat less donuts than broccoli, right? Everybody knows what to do to get in shape, but not everybody is in shape. Why? Because as Brendan Burchard says, common sense is not common practice. Yeah. So what I'm going to do in these videos moving forward is I'm going to be really reminding you of some stuff, stuff that you may have heard before. You probably, I can't hold a candle to the Les Browns and the Tony Robbinses and the Brendan Burchards of this world. And I'm not going to try and pretend like anything in this video is going to be new. But what I will say is it's not about whether the information that I'm teaching you is new, because you may hear things about, I already know that. I already know that as well. What's the point of me watching this video? What I want you to do instead as you watch these videos is not think, do I know that already? I want you to be asking yourself the question, am I applying that? So there's a difference. Like my mum said, everybody knows what to do to get in shape, but not everybody is in shape. Why? Because common sense isn't common practice. Common sense is not common practice. So as I take you through this video, I want you to focus on answering the question, am I applying that? Am I doing the thing that Miles is talking about? That's really the key. Yeah. I believe personally, you probably already have all the information you already need. You probably already have all the information that you need. But the question is whether you're applying the information that you've already got. Yeah. So that's really the key. So, all right. So in this video, I'm going to share with you by popular request, this one. What would I do if I was starting out all over again? A few people have asked the question. I'm just going to adjust this camera slightly. I feel like I'm kind of trying to reach up to the camera lens a little bit. What would I do if I was starting all over again? Somebody asked me recently, Miles, you've achieved some pretty good stuff in your business over the past few years. We've done over 7 figures in our coaching practice over the past 28 months, which I'm really, really proud of. But there was a period where I was nowhere near that. And then it was like out of nowhere. And so, in fact, somebody said to me recently in an event, they said, how is it that you went from what I perceived to be doing okay to just went to the moon? And just to be clear, I haven't gone to the moon. I'm always raising my game. I'm always trying to raise my standards. But I've definitely achieved some things in the past couple of years that are way, way beyond what I ever could have possibly imagined that I would have been able to achieve in this industry at one point. So, and I'm still growing. I'm still working on achieving my own next level. So 3 things that I wish I'd known, more importantly, wish I'd taken action on years ago. These are things that I delayed, I labored over, I procrastinated over, I created all the excuses in the world why to not do these things. Basically poor mindset, limiting beliefs unresolved, hadn't dealt with old emotional wounds and trauma from the past, hadn't got the therapy I needed, all that kind of stuff, right? But effectively, there's 3 things that saw me do what that friend really kindly said to me recently. which is went from what he perceived to be, you know, good to great in this space. So let me get straight in. So the first thing, this has been key for me, because there's so much things, you know, I always say there's the things you know, there's the things you know you don't know, but it's the things you don't know that you don't know. There's a mouthful. It's the things that you don't know that hold you back from growing a great coaching practice. And this one for me has been a game changer, because the I don't know what I don't know has ultimately, they've all gone now. And they've all gone because of this one thing. And actually, of all the things, this is probably the number one. This is the one that's like the cheat code, the shortcut, the fast track, the, you know, get there, you know, 3 times faster. You know, how is it that they're there when I'm here? You want to know what it is that they've got that you haven't, and that I've now got that maybe you haven't? It's this. Mentor. Told you these videos would be simple. Told you it'd be common sense, but not common in practice. You got to get yourself a mentor. Here's why. Most rookie coaches do not have a mentor. They don't. Here's the problem with that. If you don't have a mentor, you don't know what you don't know. And therefore, you're just kind of scratching around at a level that, and you want to get to the next level, but you've never been there. And you probably got beliefs that have got you to this level, but you don't have the beliefs to get to the next level, because if you did, you'd be there already. Yeah? So what the most successful coaches in the world do is they get themselves a mentor. They check their ego at the door. They recognize that they don't know everything, and they get themselves some help. And I believe that the number one thing that has made me go to what that friend of mine beautifully said recently, go from here to next level, mentor. Got to get yourself a mentor. I believe that is the difference between the top 5% in the coaching space to everybody else. Is the top 5% all have somebody ahead of them who's running a race faster than them, who's better than them, who knows more marketing than them, who knows strategies that they don't know. And that's what you've got to do too. Oh, but Miles, I don't have the money from it. Figure it out. Many years ago, and just to clarify, I'm not here to give financial advice. Many years ago, I took a £10,000 loan to get a mentor. Then I took an £18,000 loan to get a mentor. And every time I've done that, I've got a return on investment. Now, I'm not here to tell you that you should do that. I'm not here to give you financial advice. I'm saying that's how bad I wanted it. And I've earned 20x those investments that were made. I think the first loan, I paid it down in I think I know the exact date. It was like 102 days that I paid down that £10,000 loan. Because I knew I was like, I need to get my money back, right? Can't afford this interest hanging over me, right? So you got to get yourself a mentor. Okay, and by the way, if you'd like me to be your mentor, drop me a message and we can have a conversation about what that might look like. Okay, number 2, this is really key as well. This should go hand in hand with the mentor, speed things along a little bit. And for me, actually, if you do this without the mentor, things just won't be as smooth and as easy and as simple. So here's the second thing that I would do if I was starting all over again, and I wish I'd done this sooner. Upgrade your peer group. Upgrade your peer group. Here's the thing. Most rookie coaches do not have the right peer group around them. Jim Rohn once said, you know, your whole life is a direct reflection of the expectations of your peer group. Tony Robbins said, who you spend time with is who you become. Miles Grant said, if you spend time with 5 successful coaches, you'll be the 6th. If you spend time with 5 whining, complaining idiots, you will be the 6th. All right. So who you spend time with is who you become. The top coaches in the world all have the right peer group. They're all around people playing a bigger game. They're all around people with greater, similar levels of ambition, energy, enthusiasm, drive, hustle, whatever you want to call it. They're in a peer group of people who are not like those people out there in the muggle world, who are just playing it safe, who are just, you know, said with love and respect, you know, getting leased cars that they couldn't really afford to keep up with the Joneses. Don't do that. Go in and use that money to invest in a mentor and be in a mastermind group of people that are playing a bigger game than you. That's what I wish I'd done sooner. It took me too long to do that. We have a program called Master Coach Business University. It is a program where you get me as your mentor and you get immediately into an elevated peer group of people who have same, if not greater level of ambition that you have. So if you want to know more about that, again, drop me a message. And then the final one, this one, shameless plug for the title of my new book, is Coach Your Butt Off. The acronym SIBO. Coach your butt off. Man, oh man, I wish I'd figured this out a lot sooner. Most rookie coaches, here's what they do. They're trying to figure out the niche. They're trying to figure out the marketing. They're fiddling around online, trying to build a website. It's all irrelevant. It's all irrelevant. I did it. I spent £2,000 on a website in the beginning. The saying, if you build it, they will come. They didn't come. It was a waste of £2,000. I wish I'd known what I now know, which is that ultimately, if you want to be a world-class coach, if you want to be in the top 5% of coaches in the world, if you want people coming towards you so that you don't have to go and chase them, it all starts with coaching your butt off. Malcolm Gladwell said it takes 10,000 hours to master something. If you want to be a great coach, you've got to coach your butt off. You'll not become a great coach building a website. You'll not become a great coach because you think you've figured out the best niche in the world. If you want to be a great coach, you need to coach your freaking butt off. The best coaches in the world are world-class coaches first. They became world-class coaches first, and then they figured out the marketing. You need to coach your butt off. But Miles, I'm not sure who to coach. It doesn't matter. Oh yeah, but what if they don't have the money? It doesn't matter. In the beginning, what I realized that I made the mistake on, which I wish I'd known, which I know now know, is that it didn't matter if I had the best niche in the world. If I was fumbling over if I was stuttering and stammering in a coaching session, if I wasn't congruent, if I wasn't natural, if I didn't have my own coach, if I just felt like if I was nervous and had sweaty palms, and when it got to talking about them working with me long term, I was kind of umming and ahhing and nervous. It doesn't matter how good the niche is, people aren't going to buy that. You've got to coach your butt off. You need to have at least done, I think, 200 hours minimum of coaching before you're starting to get into what you might consider to be fancy marketing tactics, yeah? You need 200 social proof, case studies, testimonials, telling people that they absolutely think you're incredible. I'm going to tell you, you can build a 6-figure coaching business just by coaching your butt off. No fancy marketing, no tactics, just inviting as many people as you possibly can to a coaching experience. You can easily get to 10 grand a month doing that. Now, if you want to get to 7-figure level and beyond, then you need niches and stuff like that. But to get to 100 grand a year, I don't think you even need a niche. I didn't. To get to 100 grand, I didn't have a niche. I just coached my freaking butt off. And that's it. Hey, look, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and underneath the comments in the video, let me know your biggest insight or takeaway. I really would love to know what you've most learned from this video. All right, that's it from me. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace out. See you on the next one. Take care.